2 turntables and a microphone. Welcome, everyone, to watchandcomplain.org, where we're fighting for the future of the Republican Party, who, as of late, has been getting all sorts of insulting lies said about them. Like,
there's nothing in Mar-a-Lago.
Like Donald Trump steals, which we know isn't true. Hey, why would R. Kelly make a terrible hockey player?
Why?
Because he hates to score after the first period.
Today on the show, we are talking about Bullet Train.
We should be talking about my sweet-ass haircut.
Now, for Bullet Train, I would like you to try this drink.
I'm already drinking a drink.
Yeah.
And it's like a war. No, they can't see. One is Coke and one is Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, but it's not
fucking Diet Coke.
Not just Coke. They actually have a Coke Zero version, I'm sorry. But it's watermelon strawberry flavored Coke.
All right, so I got to try this now?
Yeah, why not? To celebrate Bullet Train because they're not related at all.
Well,
this is a special
made by a marshmallow, and they do run into that marshmallow mango guy. All right. It's all right, I guess.
It tastes like Coke.
It tastes like
a little bit of strawberry.
Yeah, someone put like a little bit of strawberry into a
watermelon. Coke. It's all right.
And now, people, the real question is up to you.
It's not horrible.
How do you feel about strawberry Cokes? Coked out strawberries. Just fucking strawberries running around going, got any more of that strawberry?
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train.
We went to Bullet Train
together
last night.
As a couple.
Yeah.
We held hands during it. When I got scared, I just leaned over into Phil's supple arms and just fucking fell into them.
I would tell him to stop, and I would tell him again.
And then so we come in and we're sitting down, and the fucking movie starts, and then there's this old lady by herself that comes in, and
I knew you would say something.
She's like 2 rows ahead of us, and this fucking movie's loud. Like, it was loud in the start, and then this lady's like, "Where's the numbers on the chairs?" And we're like, I couldn't fucking hear.
all you see is,
and you're like. And I'm like, what the fuck is this lady asking?
No,
She's
I
like,
knew exactly what she was asking.
I can't find my number on my chair.
It was one of those moments where you're just like, don't talk to me. Like, please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me.
Have you ever been to a fucking movie theater before, lady? You're 85 years old. You should know how the fuck this works.
She's the type of lady that would always go to Cineplex, and they're always on the seats. And she's like, where are they?
I don't know where I am. There's, 10 people in the fucking theater? Just sit anywhere, you stupid bitch. It's not like anybody's going to be coming in after you.
Usually it's her husband that finds the numbers for her, but he died last week. So.
And I'm not gonna lose out on Bullet Train, even though my husband of 40 years died yesterday.
We already bought tickets. I'm not gonna let them waste.
We got them with our free ticket membership.
What am I gonna give them away?
Rest in peace, Harold. Bullet Train was enjoyable. Anyway, fuck that bitch. She finally did sit down. Who cares if she's in the right seat?
Too much Brad Pitt.
I'm glad I'm watching Brad Pitt without Harold, because Harold would look at me whenever I looked at Brad Pitt and his long, luscious hair. Is this my seat? Hey, fat guy 2 rows behind me. Is this my seat?
This guy?
I was looking there. I was like, what the fuck do you want? I was about ready to go like, what? Just fucking sit down. There's nobody in the entire row, lady. Just sit down.
I'm just like, yes, it's on the handles. And she's like, okay.
Thank you. I was supposed to come with my husband, but he has diarrhea.
Well, the first part of that, he died.
But honestly, if there's nobody in the row, who fucking cares? Because if someone comes in, they're like, you're in my seat. Oh, I'm sorry. You get up and move to the next one. The row is empty.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Well, then you have that worry the whole time. I know you're not that type of person, but I would be. I would worry. Like, say my seat had like a tear in it and that was bothering me, and then you would probably look over and be like, go sit in the other seat. And I'd be like,
who fucking cares?
The whole time I'd be thinking, what if this guy shows up for his seat?
If we were like this the whole movie,
we were.
I'd have been like, Phil, stop fucking, move to the, or I'd move to the seat over.
I thought you preferred when we were like that.
If we were like side to side, right? But I would have been like, "Kate, you're getting on my nerves. I'm going to move over to the seat beside because there's no one in the seat beside me," and you'd be like, How dare you? I'm like, this whole row has nobody in it.
Wow.
It doesn't fucking matter where we sit.
No, my thought process would be like, well, what if the guy shows up and Rob's in his seat?
Fuck that. Sit somewhere else. There's 8 people in this theater.
There was. It was so weird.
The same thing that
it
I would
just came out.
that I would expect from somebody like, oh, you're sitting in my seat. But you know what? That's cool. I'll just go sit at any of the other fucking seats. Or he'd be, dude, move. Okay, I go sit anywhere else.
But I-9 and 10 is the place to be.
And what was my joke? If we had to sit down on something, we'd be sitting on our iPad. Nobody thought it was funny. Not even the fucking checkout guy.
Not even the
imagine
people in the last row.
the riveting jokes he's fucking heard in his lifetime. Anyway, Bullet Train.
So Rob was the loudest person in the theater.
I was.
You
But
were.
the jokes were funny.
Yeah.
There were some funny jokes, but no one in this fucking theater laughed. So I was like, fuck this. I can
No,
laugh as
you
much as I
drowned them
want.
out.
That's what happens.
Anytime they laughed, you had to be
I have a
louder.
fucking stupid hyena laugh.
No, it was funny.
But no, the funny parts.
No, you
were
laughed
funny.
specifically at a part that I think other people thought wasn't funny. Like it was like
Oh, man.
meant to be like,
Yeah.
oh. And you were just like, ah, ha, ha. You were that guy that you complained about in like Tom Cruise or something.
No, you know what? Gore when
What
it's
was
played
it?
the right way. I can't
There was
remember.
one in particular that was just like,
But there was a lot of Oh, you know what it was? It was when
is it a spoiler, Rob?
so yeah, when Mitsubishi, whatever the guy's name is, the guy who's got the kid.
Horrible.
I can't remember what it's like. Wayfaru or something, and
Sanyo.
I don't want to fucking say what it is. It's like Wayfaruri or something, and I didn't want whatever Chinese guy.
Mr. Suzuki.
The Chinese guy now is being racist. At least Mitsubishi is
I was
possibly not a car
I was
name.
making fun of your racist
Oh yeah,
demeanor.
trying to out racist me.
trying to anti-Trump you.
So the Asian dude,
Anti-Trump? No. Over Trump. Extra Trump? Trump. Just Trump you. Go on.
the Chinese guy that's got a kid. There's a fucking hair on me, and it was on the back of my neck. And
Can we
that's what
be
was bugging me.
professional? I almost
I got-
couldn't
look.
say professional.
We need a hair specialist recommendations. You should answer that.
It's like
the
your
point
phone's
is-
listening to you.
So the Chinese dude, his kid's in the hospital, and the bad girl, who's got a really kind of squished marshmallow head.
I thought she
says-
was attractive. She
I-
reminded me
you know
of
what?
Katy Perry.
I can see attractiveness in her. And I'm sure she's a wonderful girl, but she's not for me. I couldn't take my eyes off, and it was likely like the clothes and the hair they put on her, but her head looked squished, and I couldn't take my fucking. It was just in the back of my brain, bothering me. The fucking point is, the part that I laughed at, that everybody else was like, no, you're not supposed to laugh at that, is when this fucking kid is like dead in the hospital because she pushed him off a building, and then the bad guy comes in, and the bad guy's ready to put a pillow over his face. Mr. Scorpion, I
name?
call him Scorpion. Scorpion
yeah,
comes
yeah.
in, and his girl comes in and puts a bag over her head, and he's choking him. And I guess everyone's like, "Yay, she saved the kid from getting killed." I was like, that guy's getting fucking choked to death.
Only guy in the theater laughing, which isn't that big of a deal because there was like 6 people there. But
Hey man, I'm sorry. I love
I don't care. It was
gore and I love dark comedy, and that's what this movie had a lot of, and I thought it was fucking fun.
See, I was thinking last night that, and stick with me here, that we should do our show.
From the theater.
Each show should be like a spoiler-free section in advance and then spoiler-heavy after. But we just ruined that. So
Oh well. I'd never be able to stick to that.
no, you wouldn't.
All right, so the whole point of Bullet Train is Brad Pitt is talking to Sandra Bullock on the phone. Oh, we're not supposed to know Sandra Bullock. He's talking to some lady on the phone. It's not Sandra Bullock.
He's so bad at this.
And he's talking to her on the phone, and he's a brand new guy, and his name is Ladybug. That's his code name, and he's getting on a train. And on the train, he's got to steal a suitcase. And on the train, too, is lemon and tangerine.
Yeah.
Lemon and it's tangerine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, lemon and
That's the
tangerine
whole point of the ending.
are the two guys that are looking after the suitcase, and some mafia guy's son. And the mafia guy's son, he's a son of the White Death.
You ruined it already.
No,
Well, okay,
they talk about the
you
White
just
Death.
did.
They
ju-
talk
just
about the
said it.
White fucking Death.
Okay, yeah.
And so White Death says, meet me at the end of the train and bring my suitcase and my kid. And then there's a girl on the train. And then there's also a guy whose son got pushed off a building. And his dad is Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. And also there's Bugs Bunny. He shows up and Bugs Bunny gets killed. and then at the end of it, the whole fucking train gets destroyed and smashed.
Oh my
and that was
God.
great. In the end, when the whole train is being smashed and shit, like Brad Pitt's like, yay, flying through the sky.
As
It
I've
was
said
super
before,
funny.
watch the content, then watch our content.
This movie, how many fucking people do you think are going to this movie where there was like 8 of us in the theater?
This was so weird because it's so hyped up, and like you'd think it would be like this big blockbuster.
You'd think like that audience would be the same people going to see Top Gun.
'Cause-
Right now, like the same small amount of people, you know what I mean?
I think the problem is that for this Sunday showing, there was only one IMAX showing of Bullet Train.
Oh, maybe. You'd think that would then a ton of people would be in it.
I guess they all came Friday night.
Maybe they were all with fucking Harold who died. She was like, I'm going because I bought this ticket.
Do you think he died on a train?
Can you imagine? She went to see it because he died on a bullet train. And she was like, I just want to remember my Harold flying through the sky like Brad Pitt did at the end of it when it crashed.
He was an extra in the movie and he died on set.
I remember my Harold. That's his part there. He's the one who got shot in the bathroom.
He was the one in the costume.
So who is Bugs Bunny? He's a rapper?
Oh, Bad Bunny.
Babs Bunny.
No, Bad.
Babs Bunny
Bad Bunny.
shows up.
He's a Puerto Rican rapper.
Okay.
Not Puerto Rican.
He
Puerto
really-
Rican rapping.
He really
rapper.
doesn't have any lines?
Yeah, he's the musical artist that they shove into the acting role.
Okay.
Because he's a big name,
Okay.
just to draw people in.
So,
Puerto Rican market.
Phil turns to
Market.
me and says,
The rap
"That's Bugs
market.
Bunny," and I was like, "Okay." And then I looked at you and I'm like, "Do I look like someone who would know who fucking Bugs Bunny is? Like, give me a break." If it was like fucking Carrie King or Tom Araya from Slayer, or when James Hetfield showed up in that Zac Efron's Ted Bundy movie, I was like, "Oh, there's James Hetfield." But like, I don't know who the fuck Babs Bunny is.
The only reason I know,
I'm sure he's a fine gentleman, but I don't know any of his music.
the only reason I know Bad Bunny is because he's done some wrestling.
So does Babs Bunny do anything? Does he sing at all, or does he just act and wrestle people?
He's a rapper, a Puerto Rican rapper, but because he got popular, he's a huge fan of wrestling. So they invited him in, and they did a short stint with him as like doing some wrestling stuff.
You notice another thing
Just
that
like they're
nobody
doing
fucking
with
laughed at.
Jake Paul, or not Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
Whatever. Another thing that was super funny that nobody laughed at. So there's another one on the train, and she's called the Hornet, and it's Domino from the Deadpool movies.
Yeah.
She shows up and she's called the Hornet
Which is funny because the director, I believe,
of Deadpool 2.
is the director
Yeah,
of Deadpool
of this,
2.
yeah.
So that makes sense.
I thought it was cool too that the director of this, he has a long history with Brad Pitt. He played his stuntman in Fight Club. I'm like,
right.
dude, that's fucking cool. But
He's black.
I lost my train of thought. So he should have stood in for fucking Bugs Bunny. But
Not
so the
black.
Hornet is gonna. The Hornet kills people by putting snake venom in it.
The Hornet sucked.
But she puts snake venom into people. So this snake, when she puts the venom into you, if you don't get the end of it, you start like fucking bleeding out your eyes and throwing up blood everywhere. So they're all at Bugs Bunny's wedding, and Bugs Bunny leaves. Brad Pitt bumps into Bugs Bunny and he gets wine all over him.
I hope someone one day does like an animation of your description of this.
So then Bugs Bunny goes to get washed up and then turns around. And everyone's puking. His wife has got this gorgeous white wedding dress. She's puking blood all over herself. And I'm laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
I was the only one in the theater fucking laughing. Like, dude, come on. A whole bunch of people at a nice religious wedding home. They're all throwing up blood and shit on each other. That shit is hilarious. And nobody else found it as
the
funny
red
as I
wedding,
did.
yeah.
Fucking bullshit. Literally, a literal red wedding.
I didn't like the casting. Like, I liked the idea behind Stinger or whatever it was. Beetle?
Horner. Horny.
Hornet.
Hornet. The horny hornet.
I like the idea around it. I don't like just this person being that person. Like, we wanted Hero to be something in this movie.
Who's Hero?
The guy from Heroes.
Oh yeah, the conductor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
conductor,
he just
ticket
shows
taker.
up and does nothing. I was
Yeah.
thinking maybe he turns out to be Scorpion's kid
I
or something
figure
like
he
that.
doesn't have any roles anymore.
So
He's trying to get back into everything.
And he was fucking fun on Heroes, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, he was like the Hurley from Lost. He was like
But the worst too, because
favorite.
that first season of Heroes, even with what's his name?
Save the cheerleader.
douchebag, Zach. Shit.
Zach Galifianakis.
No, the guy that plays Spock,
Zac
Zachary
Efron.
Quinto. I don't like Zachary Quinto very much.
Spock.
But he did a good job as Spock. I will give him that. Out of all the people that have played Spock,
In the
besides
worst
Leonard Nimoy,
of the Star Trek.
I don't think so. I think that
renditions.
first one is good. Into Darkness Blows and Beyond
hate
doesn't
them.
work really well. But
Awful.
the point is he did pretty good. But he's Skylar, I think, in the Hero show. The whole point that I'm trying to bring up here, without going into fucking 20-minute tirade,
That's
is
what we do.
that first season of Heroes fucking rules. It is so good. And then that second one, you're like, what? Like the whole thing fucking sucks. Phil's getting all emotional.
Like a bullet train that jumps the rail,
I enjoyed Bullet Train.
goes off the rails.
But yeah, the Hornet didn't need to be there.
No, the Hornet was a great idea. It's just the casting I don't care for. If you
that
want,
whole part doesn't need to be
it should have
there.
been like another surprise casting, or put Hero as that character, or put like it had to be literally someone in a costume. You want it to be a big surprise.
Maybe some people that is a big surprise.
Make it George Clooney.
He's never been in Deadpool.
No, but
Make it Josh Brolin as Thanos.
Sure.
It with a fucking little hat on him. But I did like that. So there was two. I'll just go ahead and spoil the two cameos. There's a great cameo by Channing Tatum, and it's great. What I liked was Channing Tatum is one of those guys that has no problem making fun of himself, which is awesome. Because Brad Pitt goes up to him and says, "You want to make $200?" And he looks at him and he goes, "Is this a sex thing?" And what's great is
not a sex thing. The sex
is this
thing.
the sex
I believe he
thing?
said the sex thing because
What I
then he
like,
says
though-
later, "Is this the sex
thing?" But what I like was Brad Pitt stares at him and then Channing Tatum stares and they never break eye contact. There was never kind of a break of like, no, not that. And then finally after, I want to say like 7 seconds of just staring at each other, then finally Brad Pitt breaks and goes, no. And here's what I need you to do. And he does. I thought Channing Tatum in this movie was fucking great.
I
man.
would be fine if all Tatum does for the rest of his life is just small little cameos in like 50,000 movies.
But he's got to make Magic Mike 3, The Mikening. What are they going to do?
I think they're done with that.
Did you ever? No. They said they're making a Magic Mike 3.
Is
but
Kevin Nash coming back again?
I don't know who that is, but I know that
He's the
Matthew
tallest
McConaughey.
one.
Oh, that helps because I saw Magic Mike.
He's the tallest one. He's
Okay.
like
I know that
6'9"
there's
or 7 foot.
Channing Tatum and Matthew McConaughey and
He's the
I
one
want
that
to say an
isn't a
Italian
popular
guy
actor.
that Sona, who's Conan O'Brien's assistant, has a real big crush on. And then there is, that's all I know. Probably one of the Skarsgårds is in it. They're in everything. But I've never seen number 1, never seen number 2. My wife saw them both. Said she enjoyed them,
Oh, I'm sure.
but I never saw them.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're fine.
women-
I'm not a big fan of Steven Soderbergh, but I'm sure they're fine.
These
movies.
women have bad taste in movies. Like my wife.
Bad taste in movies or bad taste in men?
Yes. Just bad taste.
Bad Taste is a good movie. It's Peter Jackson's first movie. Anyway, the whole point is, fuck this. Bullet Train was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I had no idea what we were
There's
going
a lot
into.
more twists and turns than what Rob has spoiled for you.
And I was like, whatever. I don't really care. And then I was really glad that I went and saw it because it was a lot more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be.
It was a lot of fun. It's kind of like Kill Bill meets
Much quicker than Kill Bill, though. It moved
Anime.
a lot faster than Kill Bill.
anime Kill Bill.
You're an anime Kill
Like
Bill.
Sucker Punch meets Kill
Never
Bill.
seen Sucker Punch. What is that? I'm sure.
I told you have to go back and watch Sucker Punch because you would love to hate it.
Oh, that's that shitty.
It's the
Zack
blonde
Snyder movie.
Yeah.
What the fuck? She's a mental patient, and then she starts doing sexy dances, and she turns into a fucking video game. That movie can suck my balls. Anyway, the point is, Bullet Train is enjoyable. You should go see it because there will be like 8 people in the theater, and some fucking old bitch that can't figure out where her seat is just be like, go to the front and sit down. Just wait out your husband. You'll be there soon to join him, you old crippled bitch.
That's someone's grandmother you're talking about.
Well, they should have gone with her and told her where her fucking seat was.
Don't worry, Grandma. You'll be fine. We bought you a ticket to a movie.
Ask that fat man which seat is ours.
I just look like I would help, and you look like a sour peach.
I look like an asshole. Especially when she looked over at it. I guarantee she looked over at us, and as soon as I saw her start talking, I
probably had
guarantee
to look.
my face went like this. What are you talking to me for? Fuck off.
Where I was just like,
Can I help you?
It's over there.
I should have been like, don't talk to her. Fuck her. Let her find it out on her own.
Fuck you. You just start berating her. Only 10 people would notice.
Pitching popcorn at her.
Out of 10, what would you rate this movie?
Oh, shit. I had fun. It wasn't amazing, but I had fun, so I give it like a 7.5.
I think that's fair, actually. I wouldn't give it an 8. I wouldn't give it a 7. 7.5 is perfect.
See?
It's fun. It's better than Top Gun.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Way better than Top Gun. No fucking
Like, if you want an
camaraderie
action
garbage.
thrill ride that'll blow your mind, Top Gun. But this comes in close second when it comes to those.
I wouldn't mind Sandra Bullock blowing my mind. The only thing I didn't like
She's
about
still
her,
hot, isn't she?
but there was way too much makeup.
Could we please have a third Speed?
I'd do Speed with Sandra Bullock.
I would just do Sandra Bullock.
Speedily.
Well, you're
I'd
in
be
the corner.
Done. I'd be done in fucking 40 seconds. I'd be like, oh, look, Sandra Bullock's naked. Well,
She's
I'm
still
done.
going.
Cruise control.
Yeah.
All right, sign up for weekly updates from us at
Our
weekly
email newsletter.
at weekly update. Watch and complain.
I'll just get my father-in-law to send you emails every week.
Everybody gets a written letter from each of us. God damn it! If anyone's
that'll
watching
be
this,
a lot of people.
that's what I'm saying. If anyone's watching this, be sure to fucking tell us that you watch this and you want us to say a shout out to you, because there's got to be at least one person that's not me and Phil.
Also, wherever you're watching it, please let us know, because we'd like to know.
You know what?
I'm listening on the podcast. There's nowhere to comment. I don't know even what accent that is.
See the racism. The racism is what I deal with on a regular fucking basis.
Well, we are Trump supporters, right?
That's right. Go Team Trump. No, I don't want to go out with that.
Next
No, we're
episode
not
will
Trump
be
supporters. Not Trump supporters.
not Trump supporting. What are we covering next?
Oh my goodness. This fucking Coke
I know.
is gassy, dude.
I know, but they're still wondering what we're covering next.
Nope. No, we
Not-
already did that.
Not.
Not
We're gonna do the thing last.
that thing last. What did we
The
watch?
Mars thing last.
Oh yeah.
What's the other one?
What the fuck else do we? Oh,
Not
Prey.
Groot. Oh, Prey. Yeah, okay. We're gonna
Everyone
do
else
Prey
has
next.
already talked about Prey. We're gonna finally get around to it. So there's no fucking way that we can spoil it for anybody.
No,
Also, I
perfect.
got a bone to fucking pick with Prey about what other assholes have been saying about it. That's total fucking bullshit.
That's a cliffhanger.
So look for it when we talk about it.
We call that in the business a Stallone.
Hey, Adrian.